Hi there, Matt Customer Service back again, fighting the fight against poor customer service. Now, customer service for a lot of us starts with the initial advert. If you're buying a product or a service, it starts with that, and you look to a quality advert, don't you? If it's poorly spelt, it's a bad start. So to that end, a little story about a temp agency I used to work for. One of these, it's a franchise. There's a lot of little branches across the country, but they're all run by a local director, for want of a better word, and his or her small team. And now, the group that this was part of was pretty good, and I'd used them in the past in other areas too, and all the correspondence had been spot on. Good English, good pronunciation, no spelling mistakes, simple stuff you can pick up with Microsoft Word or any other spell checker, that's simple stuff. So you can be confident as a temp that you're being represented properly by any communication that goes out to the client, to whoever you happen to be working for, So they are clearly taking a cut. So this is the thing. So when a temp agency works for a client, they are also working for the temp, because they're taking a cut out of the temp's wage and they're taking money off the client directly for whatever service they're peddling there. I don't have a problem with that. But I do like to be represented properly when they're taking a cut out of my wage. So, for example, if you're getting £10 an hour, and guaranteed they're getting £1 for every hour you're working or whatever's agreed. Ultimately, they're still profiting off your back. So, working with this agency, a local agency, and the emails go to and fro, and they indicate the quality of the work being done in the agency. And so we started to get a bunch of them with a whole bunch of spelling errors, grammatical errors, just wrong things that, I don't profess to be really, really good at English literature, but I have a good crack at it and I'll give it my best. Clearly, whoever was sending out the emails wasn't doing that. Really unprofessional. And we also had face-to-face meetings with the team. They would come out and visit us on site every couple of weeks, every fortnight. And the one time I went in there to have a conversation, and she says, "Oh yes, I'm not going to be here next time. I'm going to be like 4 weeks' time before you see us again, because I'm off for an operation." And a colleague was sitting there gesticulating as to what the sort of operation would be, which I thought was most unprofessional. And I thought, well, if that's an indication of the sort of staff you've got on site, yeah, not brilliant, because if they're unprofessional there, they're unprofessional in all aspects of work. And what you've got to be mindful of is not only are they sending out emails which could potentially be wrong, they're also the same team running a payroll and paying tax on your behalf and doing all that thing. And you've got to be confident when you're working, hand to mouth, week to week, month to month as a temp. You've got to be confident of being paid the right amount. At that point, my confidence went into the gutter. When my wife looked over my shoulder and saw the emails, she kicked off, and rightly so, and have to complain. And my complaint wasn't dealt with properly. It was just like, quit. She was like, quit moaning. It's like, no, this is serious. If you can't master the basics, don't be in business. Certainly not with those sort of things. Do something else. Go on a course. Get better. Okay? And this is what we should all do if we find ourselves lacking in certain aspects of our day-to-day job. Do try and improve. You do a course. Do whatever you need to do. Ask a friend. Go online. Get training somehow. Try and improve. Anyway, that's by the by. What set me off on this path, thinking like this, was looking at a video that I've been endured at least 50 times now, and it's getting on my nerves. So here's an image of said advert that comes up every 5 minutes whenever I try and watch a video of 10 minutes long. And I watch a few of them, don't get me wrong. If you post something, if you're a subscriber, by the way, and you're posting videos, I will look at them. I do like to look at who's watching me. And so this video pops up, and every time it grates on my nerves, because clearly it was done by somebody whose first language isn't English. Now, there's not a problem with that. But if you want to reach the world with your product, if you think it's worthy of the world market, It comes from the States, this particular business. It's a course where you can learn to trade stocks online, I suppose. And the translation or the AI model it's off. It's just a little bit off. Right words, wrongly said. And that's what grates on me. Someone sat down there and they haven't checked it. So they've gone, well, my first language is whatever it happens to be, but not English. So I'm just going to let the AI Google model do its thing and just read it out in another language and hope that it's the best. It's not the best. So this, and you'll no doubt seen it yourself. And if it doesn't irritate you, well, I'm glad for you. It says something like, I'm probably the only one who live trades all my trades. You can copy that or something on those lines. Except it doesn't say live trades or live streams my trades. It says live. I live stream my trades. And that irritates me because that's the start of poor quality. That's an indication of the quality of the course, isn't it? So, which is a red flag as far as I'm concerned. It should be for you as well. That means if their inattention to detail starts with the advert, you can guarantee the course is absolutely worthless. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you've been on the course. Fair usage, of course, because if you're going to bother me 50 times, I will take note. I won't take your product. I won't take your service. But if you bother me enough and irritate me enough, I'm going to say something. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry to rant, but whatever you do, have a great day. See you soon. Bye for now.